Hi, Dr. TJ Dixon, your intuitive guide to transformation, connecting to your best life. Today's message is about relationships and how we can live our best lives while allowing others to live their best life. So, this year, 2020, it has definitely been a year of clarity. For me personally, it's been a year that I was charged with at the end of the year to nurture the end of last year to take this year to nurture myself. And I wasn't quite sure why it was like that. But now being here that we're at the end of 2020, it makes so much sense because this has been a very difficult year, being that we've been in a pandemic, but also that so much has been revealed. Well, how does that all relate to relationship? I've learned some lessons this year about relationship. Um, and the number one thing is to allow. And what I mean by allow is sometimes for us nurturers, caretakers, if you're watching this video, you're probably a nurturer or a caretaker. We want to put ourselves in a position to help. We want to help those we love. We want to help those that we serve. And I got to thinking about that word help. It's not my favorite word. In fact, I don't particularly care for the word help because to me, help connotates that the person that you're doing for cannot do for themselves, that without you, they couldn't do whatever it is that they're needing to do, or they can't do well. Now, some of you may not have that as your definition of help. That's just help. That's just how it feels for me. I prefer the word empowerment, meaning if you're trying to achieve a goal and I have a tool that you can borrow in order to achieve that goal, wonderful. Empowerment is something that us coaches, that's part of what we do, whether you're coaching football or life coaching or business coaching. It's all about empowering that person to be the best at whatever it is they're coming to you for coaching for. But for me, that kind of breaks down sometimes in my personal life. For us who have adult children, sometimes we have to learn to fall back. We have to trust that the lessons that we've given our kids, the inherent genes that the kid has. If we're tough enough and smart enough and capable enough to be as empowered and as powerful as we are, then of course our kids should have those same genes. They just may do it differently than we do. So it's really important for us to really allow other people to live the lives that they've created, to live the lives that they are creating, even if it's something that we don't like, even if it's something they don't like. Everyone has to learn how to mindfully create the lives they want if they plan on leading their best lives. And if they don't, well, they'll continue to create shit they don't like. They'll continue to create drama and issues. And we have to be careful not to get into the drama triangle with them where they're the victim, somebody else is the perpetrator, and we're the rescuer. Oftentimes people who are nurturers and they are caretakers get into drama triangles because what are they doing? They're helping people that continue to create drama. But they will say, well, I'm the victim to this. Every single problem, there is a solution, but you cannot create the solution with the same energy as the problem. So that's one big clarity. It just kind of hit me in the face today. It's like, we have to learn to allow and to believe that even our adult kids, that they can make great decisions and figure stuff out. And if they want to be in a drama triangle, that's cool, but we don't have to participate. Instead, we can get into an empowerment position where If there's something that they need, that maybe we have a tool they can borrow to get themselves to that next level, fantastic. Maybe we can let them borrow that tool. And not only is this for personal, but again, also even if we're the type of caretakers and nurturers that our work is um, to serve a group of people, to trust that even if they're in a tough situation, they can figure it out and they have resilience and toughness and courage to be able to do just that. The other thing that I learned when it comes down to relationships is, what is our relationship to ourselves? Um, I know that sometimes one of the things I recently realized about myself is that I'm an incredibly responsible person, which I've always known that. But also, I'm a person, and also, maybe not, but also, and also, I'm a person that really, really thrives off of fun. I didn't think that I did, because I will throw fun away in order to get the work done, in order to take care of responsibilities. But that is an essential part of keeping me balanced. That is an essential part of me being in my full wellness and living my best life, is to have some fun. And this year has been particularly challenging for me to have fun, because I'm used to work, 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 then go on vacation, have big fun, come back, work, 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 go on vacation, have big fun. And this year vacation, I've gone on some vacations, some socially distant, um, very sanitized vacations in the car, looking at beautiful structures and nature and all that, which was so wonderful, such a relief. But it wasn't as relaxing as the vacations I'm used to, because it's like, oh crap, did I touch something? Where's the hand sanitizer? And having hand sanitizer everywhere, and trying to socially distance and making sure I have the mask on, because I forgot the freaking mask in the car. So I got to run back to the car to get the mask. And do I keep the mask around my neck so I can just slip it on if I got to run it to the gas station, and so I don't accidentally forget? What is the rule in this state? Oh, it doesn't matter. I got to put the mask on. Can you hear the anxiety in my voice, just trying to even navigate being able to take a trip? Don't get me wrong, I appreciated them. I did have fun on my trips, but it just wasn't the way I normally am able to just let my hair down and just totally chill on vacation. So, I got to thinking about it. I said, fun is really an essential part of my life. And there was a part of me that kind of resisted that and said, well, that's just silly. That's irresponsible. But no, whatever it is that you need to make you whole, to make you happy, to help you live your best life, there is nothing silly about that. Do that thing. Do what it takes for you to have full wellness, whatever that looks like. And we're all different. I just so happen to be, this dynamic person that enjoys fun. That's essential for me to be. And when I started thinking back to myself, even as a little kid and as a young child, before I got, started having a bunch of responsibilities as an adult, one of the things I do, I worked really hard in school, and then in the evening, my dad took me to the park and I played like mad. And so I have to bring those elements back to take care of myself and fully live my best life. So that's also super important. What is our relationship to ourselves? Another piece to that is pouring into myself and nurturing myself the way I will others. Here's an example. I have purchased gifts for my loved ones that I'm gifting this year. And I thought, I saw one of my friends post that talked about the fact he was going to purchase himself a gift. And I'm like, I've never thought about that. If I bought myself something, what would that be? And so, just a fleeting thought, but I ended up seeing these really fun, gorgeous, dynamic boots that I fell for as soon as I saw them. And I'm not even one of these people that really gets geeked up over clothing like that. But these boots, oh, really, really, really just fell for these boots immediately. Did I buy them? No. Now, let me explain a little bit. I have feet that don't like most shoes. So there's only certain brands I can purchase from, and they have to have arch support, like serious arch support in them, and really be an orthotic shoe. But a lot of those shoes, some of those shoes are like super ugly. So like I'm not putting on ugly shoes on my feet. So for me to find a boot that will support my feet, that have traction on them, because I live in an area that gets ice and snow. For me to find a boot and then the boot was mustard yellow, like who finds it? That is such a rarity. Now, had someone else needed something that cost even more than my boot, my husband had to remind me of this, I would have gotten it like in a heartbeat, just like no questions asked, like done. But what did I do for myself? I said, maybe I'll get the boot. So my plan is that still yet today, I'm going to go purchase those boots. I hope they still have my size in the boot. If they don't, that's my bad, because I should have taken care of myself, and I should have taken care of myself first, and I should have treated myself the way I would have had, say, one of my adult kids or somebody else who needed something would have come and wanted something, needed something, and I would have done it. Because for me, it wasn't just, I just wanted the boot. At first, I looked at it that way. It's like, no, I actually can use that boot, because it's not like I can just go buy boots from anywhere and they're going to really work for my feet. It's just not. I have, my feet need particular type of shoes. Otherwise, they hurt, and it can hurt so bad that it can give me headaches, and my back, everything will hurt. My whole entire body will ache if I don't have really, really good supportive shoes on. So I had to learn to change. I'm having to learn to change that narrative for myself, that I do not come last. I do come first. Because why? Because number 3, when it comes down to relationship, if you cannot pour from an empty cup. You got to pour into yourself first, and then you will have enough reserves to pour out to others. Because if you do not take care of yourself first, guess what? Your body will break down. You're probably not going to be on the planet. Or your body's going to break down and other people have to take care of you. And what good does that do? Especially if you're here and you feel like you're here to help serve others. Part of my purpose is to show people the way to live their best life. How can I do that if I'm not living my best life? How? And I'm a big time nurturer. But part of that nurturing has to be that I nurture myself first. Okay, that's my message for today is, about how to build healthy relationships so that you can live your best life. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video, especially before the year end. I'm really thinking about doing a year-end meditation. More to come. And may you live your best life.